right, time to fly the flag for the Maritimes.
All my friends say it's been long enough.
The voice is Stephanie Beaumont.
I should take
Also, the woman
another
behind
chance
See and Be Seen. It's an entertainment-based magazine-style website designed to fly that maritime flag.
and I appreciate
In
what
parentheses.
they're trying to do. Guess they think I've got nothing left to lose.
Flags.
But I
Stephanie Beaumont, welcome.
Oh, Andrew Krystal.
Tell me about this song.
Long-time listener, first-time guest. Very excited to be here. Just under the wire, too. So that's cool.
Tell me about the song.
Off my second disc, it's called Who Says? One of the many videos you can see on my website. But I used to be a singer, and I used to be in TV, and I used to be in radio, and I used to be in corporate marketing, and I've kind of put them all together to, pool my talents, if you will, to fly that fun flag, as you say.
Why is it, though, that the best ideas don't come from the paid government people who get a lot of money to do the stuff that
God
you're doing?
bless ya.
But it's interesting that the folks increasingly, whether it's policy, whether it's doing the right thing, period, it's the public, not the paid politicians and their respective ministries, that end up doing all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to comment on it, but I will tell you this.
What?
I wanted to stay here, and I think that's a topic you talk about an awful lot.
Correct.
And, I've worked all over Canada. I've toured all over Canada and into Europe and whatnot, and I just love it here. I was born in Halifax, and I kept, I bought a home, then I kept going away on contract and thought, how can I make a living here? And so this is the answer.
Peter Stauffer, NDP MP from Sackville Eastern Shore, saying and admitting yesterday that his daughters in their early 20s don't feel there's an opportunity for them in Halifax.
That's a fact.
Now, Moncton is got a go-getting, let's win, let's go, let's hustle, a hustle attitude, pro-business attitude. Halifax, sitting back on its haunches, I'm worried.
Well, here's the thing. My website is talking about, I think, everything from small business. And you talk about the Maritimes. It's the Atlantic provinces. So 4 provinces that are just gems, really. People don't even know. I mean, I shot a video in Cape Spear, and people were like, you went to Ireland? I'm like, no, that's Newfoundland. Look how beautiful that is. And, Regis and Kelly were in Prince Edward Island. I just was there this past weekend for the Cavendish Beach Music Festival. And I think, a lot of eyes were opened. And I think not only people living in Germany or, Upper Schenectady are looking at those places and thinking, wow, we should really go there. But also, people in Halifax, we've got a great little bit on the Hubbard's Farmers Market, didn't even know there was a farmers market and are now going. So it's that kind of thing.
Give me the address on this thing.
It's C and BC. Now, here's the deal. It's C as in the ocean, SEA,
right,
and ANDBESCENE, because it's entertainment based. So this time next year, everybody's going to know it. And so it's SCE.
All right. Tell me how you are going to fly the flag for the Maritime provinces, for Atlantic Canada.
Well, we've really, I've 10 years in TV and entertainment, and met a lot of people, friends with a lot of artists. So we're really going that route, talking to the Joel Plasketts and saying, where's your favorite place? So we've got this really cool thing called the Artist Playlist. So it's not where they're actually performing, but when they play, when they're not. So, they'll say, like Classified, where you can get the best donaire in Nova Scotia. And we've got Jimmy Rankin saying what you should do when you're in Cape Breton, go square dancing. So it's that kind of thing.
That's good.
It's fun.
But how come tourism isn't coming up with this stuff? I mean, look,
tourism does
I'm happy,
the what?
I'm happy for you. And I celebrate this site, and I think it's great to promote it.
Thank you.
See and be seen. It's just interesting that some of the so-called professionals, right, who are,
Well, I have the latitude of having that editorialness, if you will. And if you go to my website, it's not a review on which restaurant I think is great and which isn't. It's all good. So if you're going there, it's all happy. Call me Pollyanna or what. But if it's not good, I'm not putting it on the site. So it's everything that everybody loves about the 4 Atlantic provinces. It's the people, the places, the personalities that really...
So it's CSEA and BeSeen.com.
You got it, sir.
All right, we're coming back with more of that and more of Stephanie Beaumont right after this.
You made a fool of me.
This is Maritime Morning. How are you? Stephanie Beaumont joins us. See and Be Seen. That's andbeseen.com is her website, promoting the 4 Atlantic provinces, not just the Maritimes, but all of Atlantic Canada.
All over.
All
I'm very
over, all right.
excited. I'm heading to Newfoundland for the regatta and staying 3 weeks there. It's really just going everywhere, meeting people, and just, I don't know, it's been amazing so far. Prince Edward Island, New
Okay,
Brunswick,
so
Nova
what do you
Scotia.
have? What do you have on your site that the tourist weasels don't have? And New
His
Brunswick,
term, not mine.
PEI, and Nova Scotia.
Well, I mean, we've got, case in point, artist interviews, asking them, when I say artists, everything from authors to singer-songwriters, asking them where their favorite places are. We've got interviews in their favorite place. That's kind of the neat thing about it, too. We don't just interview David Miles. We say, where do you want to go? And so he says, well, I want to go to my favorite coffee shop, which is the Trident. So, that's sort of the third party in the interview. We've also got some really great profiles of small businesses. That's a real mandate of ours. And that's, letting people know about the hidden gems, if you will, the smaller B&Bs, the smaller little markets and coffee shops and store owners and artisans and entrepreneurs out there that may not get that special splash on the tourism site because they really are the what, and we're kind of the why you should come to the Atlantic provinces.
All right. And what motivated you to do this? Because there's a lot of tourism noise out there.
Yeah. And I mean, the website, the World Wide Web is the proverbial haystack. My web designers say that. And we really want to wave the fun flag. Honestly, I mean, it was twofold. One was I have a kind of a renaissance of a resume. I have a business degree. I've got, a decade plus in entertainment, singing and television, radio. And I just wanted to bring it all together and make it make sense and make a living. So that's what I'm kind of doing. And I have been in places across Canada where, in Alberta, people going to the Atlantic Trapping Guild by the droves because they miss home. And people in Victoria, when I worked there, were disparaging the East Coast, but not really knowing anything about it. So that's kind of why
I'm... Are you surprised the amount of attention that the Maritimes gets in the national news media? We hear more about the Maritimes than we do Quebec or BC. If you watch the national
because
news.
it's happy.
But there's still a lack of awareness out there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think there, like I was saying before, it's a matter of just knowing what's there. And even when it comes to living here in the city, knowing what's in Digby. And, we're just a brand new business just opened in Lunenburg, although Lunenburg gets a lot of traffic. But this wonderful...
Ellen Page.
She's fantastic. You're just throwing that out there?
Well, she's a Lunenburg fan.
She is. She's also a Nova Scotia girl, and we're hoping to get her on our Cool People profiles. That's another thing. I mean, Anne Murray.
She's back here in August.
Oh, fantastic. Can you hook me up? Maybe you can.
Maybe I can.
I bet you can.
It's going to cost you.
I'll pay gladly. Andrew,
what
I was going to say is, like, Anne Marie talks about her favorite golf course and what it was like growing up. And we've got some really interesting profiles. So you get some insights into the
direct
people.
everybody to the Midtown Tavern. That's where Rick Howe has just come from. How are you, Rick? I just want to introduce... Rick, it's closed now. It's gone.
Oh, sorry.
Stephanie Beaumont,
Shut
thank
it
you.
down.
Thank you for CNBC.
Thank
Look
you.
it up online, contribute to it. It's a good thing, and it helps fly the flag for the 4 Atlantic provinces.